speaking the glories of Pulin, Giriraj is not an ordinary person. He is a great, great, great personality. He is a pure devotee of Sri Hari. He is the best among all the servants of Sri Hari. And if we take association of a great personality, then all our desires can get fulfilled. So let's go. We all, gopis are speaking like this. We all should go to Mansi Ganga, and we will also take darshan of Sri Hari Dev Ji, and then we will also do parikrama of Sri Giriraj Ji. Even our spiritual desires, our desires will get fulfilled. Gopis are saying this. Gopis desire, what is the desire of gopis? In their heart it's Sham Sundar, and their desire is to stay near Sri Krishna and to serve Sri Krishna. This is the desire of the gopis. Who can give this service? Who can give this desire? Giriraji can fulfill this desire. Gopis are saying, let's go to let's go to such a great personality who can fulfill our this desire that we want to serve Sri Krishna. Actually, while speaking the glories of Pulant Kanya, the gopis all of a sudden started speaking about the glories of Sri Giriraj. Further, they are saying that this humbleness of gopis is like their submissiveness, their humbleness. They are so grounded. What humbleness are these gopis showing to us? Gopis themselves are Mahabhav Sarupa. Nobody is more greater than the gopis. They are the like epitome of prem. The topmost boundary of love is gopis, and Krishna is like bound to them, controlled by them. But such gopis are showing such humbleness, humility. They are not speaking their glories. They are speaking the glories of Giriraji. He is such a great personality. He can fulfill our desire. Giriraji can fulfill our desire. Whereas um, the worship of gopis, the parikrama of gopis, by doing that, all the desires can be fulfilled. If we do the worship of, some people run after Ganesh, some people run after Hanuman, some people run after Shivji to get their desires fulfilled. That's all right. Even though they have material desires, they can be fulfilled. But the spiritual transcendental desires, how they can be fulfilled, how spiritual desires can be fulfilled. And also among spiritual desires, there are so many varieties. All spiritual desires are not of same level. But loving Krishna, or to get prema for Krishna, to get premamay seva for Krishna, that desire only Braj Gopis can fulfill for us. You pray to Lalita Sakhi, daily you sing Lalita Ashtakam. Daily. Devi Gunai Sulalitam Lalitam Namami. Radha Mukund is the Ashtakam of Lalita Sakhi. Vishakha Sakhis, Yamuna Ashtakam. You sing their stuff daily. You sing their Ashtakams daily. Yamuna Ashtakam, Lalita Ashtakam, Shri Giriraj Ashtakam. If you pray to these personalities and pray that I want to get the Premamay service of Shri Krishna, I want to attain Krishna Prem, I want to attain Krishna Seva, then this desire, this is the perfect spiritual desire, they all can fulfill. In scriptures, it is said that person who is a great personality, Uttam Adhikari, they are so supreme, so topmost, but they themselves consider themselves as a very small person. Example, like a tree has so many fruits. It's full of fruits, but that tree is always, bowing down. It's like bending. And that tree which has no fruits, it's always so straight and so up and so high. So then humility, humble mood is very important. It's the fruit. Humility is the fruit of which can be seen in a great personality. There's no one greater than gopis. They are more greater than any Mahapurush, gopis. But these gopis, they are saying Giriraj is Mahapurush, Mahatpurush, Mahapurush, great personality. So this is their humbleness, this is their humility of gopis. This humbleness which gopis showed is according to human like pastime. It's like human like pastime. Nar Leela, human like pastime. So gopis speaking like this is quite good, like appropriate, quite normal, quite appropriate. Because they are doing Nar Leela. They are not doing the divine Leela. They are doing Nar Leela, human like pastime. But for sadhakas, it's a great matter of teachings. One side gopis are one side uh, showing their internal moods, and on the other side they are also giving us some instructions. Those who want to attain gopi bhav, they come in this sampradaya, our sampradaya. So so taking shelter of the gopis, um, the mood of gopis towards Krishna, sometimes sometimes they say, sometimes gopis say, no, never, gopis never say we are so great. They never say like that we are the best. Where even though Radharani is Madanakhe Mahabhav Swarupani, but what she says, don't even have a small fraction of prem in me, fragment of love in me. So this 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 is a good instruction actually for all of us, which we should get attain, which we should get, we should be imbibing this quality within us. If we want to, if we want to attain gopi bhav, we should be always so humble, so down to earth, so grounded. Those who are envious, they are full of jealousy. um, they are like lying in a dark well. They are full of negativity. um, there's no need to even look at that side where such negative people are there. Don't take their association. There's no need to take association of such negative people. We should take association of whom? Those who have this goal, high pure intent, those who actually want to serve Hari, Guru and Vaishnavas, those who do not want their prestige, those who are always doing everything for the pratishtha, for the name and fame of Bhagwan. By taking their association, our bhakti will advance. Our bhakti will advance. But those who are the day and night just doing lust, greed, anger, enviousness, always always just having these qualities, they're always not at peace. They don't have peace. So those who hanker for Krishna Bhakti is Nishkam. Krishna Bhakti is Nishkam. Krishna Bhakt is Nishkam, means he's calm, he's at peace, he's not hankering for mukti, liberation, or other things. So we must take association of such devotees. So here, gopis are giving us this instruction. If someone is residing at a Prakrit Vrindavan and wants to attain this service for Shri Shri Radha Krishna Yugal Sarkar, so they must definitely take association of Braj Rasik Santa, Braj Rasik Sadhu. This is the only way. It's a very big point, which this topic is very deep, detailed, and very too much in depth. This topic. Those who want to reside in a Prakrit Vrindavan. What is a Prakrit Vrindavan? That Vrindavan which is present in India, on this earth in India. That Vrindavan, sorry, that Vrindavan which is in India is what? Which Prak, Sorry, okay, I have to say this again. Okay, so a Prakrit Vrindavan is where Radha Krishna are residing. If someone wants to serve them, do you want to serve? Raise your hands. Gurudev is asking actually. This is our goal. We don't have any other goal actually. We want to serve Radha Krishna in a Prakrit Vrindavan. So that Radha Krishna Yugal, if we want to attain their service, then for that we must take shelter of Braj Rasik sadhus, saints, those who are absorbed in the moods of Vrindavan. Taking their shelter and taking their association is a must. It's a confusion actually. I go to many places. I see many Vaishnavas. I see many devotees in household life, but they're only absorbed in Vedi Bhakti all the time. They don't even want to hear Braj Kathas, Vrindavan pastimes, and in their institution, even speaking Radhe Radhe is a sin. It's like banned. You can't even say Radhe Radhe. I don't understand what this madness is all about. All Chaitanya Charitamrita is based on Radha Rani. All Srimad Bhagavatam is based on Srimati Radha Rani. We are Gaudiya Vaishnavas. For us, worship of Radha Rani is the topmost. But in their temples, in her temples, it is said that you are not allowed to say Radhe Radhe. And those Braj Rasik devotees, you should not take their association. They don't allow it actually. So how is it possible? How is it possible that we get such Braj moods within our heart? How is it possible? So if someone wants Anuragmay service of Shri Radha Krishna, Preeti Purvak, out of love, out of affection, out of attachment, then we must take association of such devotees like our Guru Maharaj, Shri Srimad Bhakti Vedant Narayan Goswami Maharaj. Uh, he is always absorbed in Braj pastimes and he always speaks about Braj pastimes. So, taking association of such devotees and taking shelter of such devotees, we can get such impressions in our mind. Otherwise, not possible. So, in this reference, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami has spoken such a important verse. This verse is Maharaj is saying some verse. This same verse now. So actually, Gurudev used to speak this verse he used to mention this verse many times. And here three conditions are mentioned in this verse. Those who want to absorb in this ocean of love of Sham Sundar, those who want to dive deep in this ocean of Krishna's prem completely, like going deep in this ocean of Krishna's prem, Sham Sundar's prem, then for them there are 3 points to be remembered. To remember, first is to take without taking the shelter of Radharani's foot dust. It's not possible. We we must take the shelter of Radharani's lotus foot dust. Second point is that Vrindavan where Radharani's footprints are imbibed, even we should take shelter of that Vrindavan Dham. Second point, wherever her pastimes have been performed, we must go there. And third point is those pure Braj Rasik devotees who are completely absorbed in Braj pastimes, hearing that katha which comes from their lotus mouth, lotus lips, their association is a must. These 3 points. In other words, it means that those who do not take shelter of Radharani's lotus feet, those who do not take the shelter of Vrindavan, that Vrindavan where she lived, she performed pastimes, she played so many pastimes, she performed so many pastimes. If we do not take shelter of that Vrindavan Dham and those Braj Rasik sadhus, if we do not hear Harikatha, Rasmai Harikatha from their lotus lips, then in no birth, no matter how much hard work we do, how much austerities we perform, but it's not possible that we will get Krishna Prem. You can never dive in the ocean of Krishna Prem. Now, in these three conditions, um, we oh, can we get access to for can we get access to Radharani's lotus foot dust? Can we get access to Vrindavan? Do we have the bhav of Vrindavan? Is it possible for us to reside in Vrindavan with the bhav of Vrindavan, real Vrindavan bhav? It's also difficult for us. Third point is that we hear Harikatha, but we have access to such Harikatha. We can enter there. Those who are pure devotees of Braj, like Brajvasis, those who speak the glories of Radharani, those who hear Venu Geet, those who sing Gopi Geet, by their association, by their association, this Rasmai Harikatha, by hearing such Harikatha, we will be able to dive deep in the ocean of Krishna Prem. Then it is possible for us. So we have access to this. We have availability to this. You can hear Gurudev's lectures. There are so many lectures of Gurudev on YouTube. So the third point is actually very important right now for all of us. Lakshmi Devi, who is Vaikuntha Vilasini, she resides in Vaikuntha. That Lakshmi ji, she does not accept the food dust of Radharani. She is performing great austerities in Belvan, at Belvan, on the other side of Yamuna, river Yamuna. So even Lakshmi ji, she could not get the ocean of Krishna Ras Sindhu, the ocean of Krishna Prem. She could not get it because she did not take the shelter of Radharani. So very few people can hear such topics and understand these topics. It's not so easy for all of us. Many of us do not have access to. Many people don't have interest in these topics actually. There are so many temples, so many institutions, so many lectures, motivational speakers are there. Do they speak like this? Do they speak the significance, the glories of the food dust of Radharani, the glories of Vrindavan, the glories of Venu Geet, Gopi Geet, Brahmar Geet? Who speaks the glories of all this? No one. That's why we must take association of those devotees who. Oh, so if you take association of motivation speakers or many other institutions, you might get some peace for some time. That's it. You might do some religious activity for some time, but then what more can you get from such people? Not nothing more than that. But Sham Sundar Krishna's, that ocean of Sham Sundar's Krishna Ras, if you dive deep in that ocean, if you dive deep in the moods of Vrindavan, that's only possible if we take the association of Rasik Sadhus, Shuddh Rasik Sant. Otherwise, it's not possible. Is the bottom line, is the straight bottom line. And what else it is being said here? Without the mercy of great personalities like Mahabhagavat, none of our activity can be called bhakti. Without taking the association or without getting the mercy of pure devotee, our all the actions will be just like karma. Only they are able to make, they have the strength to make our actions, our karmas into bhakti. Krishna bhakti is too far. It's not so accessible to everyone. Uh, we are in the forest fire of this material world. It's so difficult to save ourselves from this forest fire. So talking about Krishna bhakti is too far. It's a very high topic. We are always suffering, high, this, that, too much, too many things are here in this world, and we are struggling in this world. This sansar, this world is full of miseries. Day comes, night goes, night comes, day goes. Months, days, months, years are passing by, and we are just stuck in this material world doing our actions, daily activities. Are we really doing Krishna bhakti? Where is Krishna bhakti? This is not Krishna bhakti. We must absorb in Krishna consciousness to, then it will be called Krishna bhakti. When that will be possible? When we take association of a pure devotee, and when we get their mercy, then we can get that mood from them, and we must imbibe that mood within our heart by taking their association, by getting their mercy. Only then it is possible. In the hearts of gopis, the glories of Govardhan manifested. Gopis were speaking among each other, with each other, and while speaking, all of a sudden they thought of Govardhan, and they actually did like this. Oh, see. They are pointing towards Giraj. Haridas Varjya. They are showing their finger like this towards Giraj Govardhan, the gopis, and Hant. This word Hant in this verse, it's it's possible in two situations. Either you're too happy, too much happy, you got some great, lottery fortune, so much money you got, or otherwise, in if you're astonished, oh, if that happened like that. So this word comes into such conditions, Hant. Like, if you heard a very good news, really, we speak like this, really, oh, this happened. And or otherwise, if you get some bad news, oh, that person, met with an accident, oh, really, oh, really, like that. Astonishment, vismay, astonishment, astonishing. So hanta, this word is used in two conditions: either you're astonished or you're too happy. Hanta. So Braj Gopis, Braj Devis, out of happiness and out of astonishment, they are experiencing both. That's why they use this word hanta, because they're astonished and they're happy, and they're pointing towards Giraj Govardhan. So the question comes, are the gopis right now astonished or they happy? The answer is both. They are happy, and at the same time they are astonished. It's like mixed emotions. Like in Hindi, we say acha, like, oh, really, like that. In English, we speak like this. Oh, acha, oh, really, like that. So hunt means you are astonished, or you are very very happy when you hear some good news. When you hear some good news, so why are they happy, gopis? Shri Giraji, they took the darshan of Giraji, and they worshipped him. Okay, by taking darshan of Giraji and by serving Giraji, by doing its parikrama, by doing Giraj archan, all our desires can be fulfilled. So they became happy seeing Giraj, because taking darshan of Giraj and doing its worship, Giraj worship. For a long time we had this desire within our heart. Which desire? To get the association, seva of Krishna, Sanidhya, seva. This can be fulfilled. So they became so happy. Oh, by doing worship of Giraj, we can get Krishna seva. So they became happy. Harsh. Harsh here means happiness. Okay, so gopis are saying that we are such destitute, helpless women. Abla. Abla means very weak, kamzor, weak, having no strength, no power. Gopis are thinking we are so weak because they are in separation from Krishna. They don't think we are weak when they are meeting Krishna. In meeting, gopis think we are so strong. Even Krishna has to bow down to gopis when they are meeting with Krishna. But when separation comes, then they call themselves as abala nari, means very weak ladies. And they are weak, they are feeling themselves that we are weak, but at the same time they are thinking they are happy as well, because now we're gonna worship Giriraj and we're gonna get fortune, we're gonna become fortunate. We will get Giriraj association. He's a great personality, and now we can get its Giriraj mercy, like that. If we if we don't get Giriraj mercy, if we don't get Giriraj association, then we will just be like a weak woman. So why they got astonished, the gopis? By Gira's mercy, we will become fortunate. How fortunate? We will get Krishna's darshan and Krishna's service. This is what they want. Krishna darshan, Krishna service. But Giraji will make it possible for us. So right now we are weak. Because they are in separation. They are missing Krishna. They can't see Krishna. They can't serve Krishna. So they are weak. But they are happy also, and they are astonished also, because they have this hope from Giriraj. By his mercy, we will become fortunate. We will get the darshan and service of Krishna. So that's the reason they use the word hant here. The gopis use the word hant here. Simultaneously, they are sad as well. Khed. Khed means sorry. They're sorry. So that's why this is called mixed emotion. Sanchari bhav. They are sad, they are happy, they are astonished, they have some hope as well. They are sorry because they think we are so weak. We are not getting Krishna's service. We are so abala. Abala means weak, a weak lady. By saying this, they want to show we have no strength, because we have to consider maryada, society rules and regulations. When we can't go near society, Sham Sundar, and we cannot, completely surrender to Sham Sundar because of society norms. So that's why they called themselves as abala nari, like weak lady, because they want to show we have no strength, we have no power, we are helpless. Which power they're talking about here? Because of society rules and regulations, society's people, they have to be patient, they have to be, controlling themselves. But we have no strength to break the society rules, regulation and norms. Are they really speaking the fact? Actually, these gopis are the ones who broke their patience, broke all the rules and regulations to go near Krishna. But what they're presenting right now, we are not able to come near Krishna, because coming near Krishna is so difficult. So we have no strength. We are weak. We are powerless. We are helpless. Prem Vrati Vraj Ramanya. They are speaking about the glories of Giraj Govardhan. Oh, my friend, oh, Sakhi, Giraj Govardhan is Haridas Varjay. Among all the servants of Sri Hari in this world, Shri Giraj is topmost. One side, the gopis are saying that we are weak. Simultaneously, on the other side, they are saying that they are showing astonishment and happiness. And third point they are showing is disappointment. They are feeling sorry. They are feeling sorry because they can't go near Krishna, because we have so many society rules and norms, and we are weak. How can we break such rules and norms? So that's why they are sorry as well. But yes, by the mercy of Giriraji, it can be possible, because Giriraj Govardhan is the best servant, bestest servants among all the servants of Sri Hari. She's the best. Sorry, he's the best. He's the supreme servant of Sri Hari. And now gopis are saying, through gopis, Giraji got this title, Haridas Varjay. So there are many reasons why gopis called him that, why they gave him this title. There are many reasons for that. First reason is, Okay, the deity of Govardhan hill, that deity's name is Haridev. When we go to Giraj Govardhan, we take darshan of the temple. In that temple, the deity's name is Haridev. Haridev, and all the Brajvasis. Um, so at Govardhan near Mansi Ganga, there is a temple of Haridev, and Giraj is who? Best among all the servants of Sri Hari. He is the topmost Haridas. That is why. That is why Giraj is the topmost servant of Sri Hari, because Giraj serves Haridev. Haridev, Haridev is the object of worship of entire Braj. Haridev, object of worship for the entire Braj, and Giraj is serving Haridev ji. That is why he is the best Haridas, the topmost servant of Sri Hari, because Giraj is serving Haridev ji. Haridev is the deity of entire Braj, object of worship for Braj. Second point is, uh, there are many servants of Haridev ji actually, not just Giraj ji. The, all the Brajvasis serve Haridev ji. So we must also call all of them Haridas servant. But Giraj ji okay. So now here, Ma, Maharaj is repeating it again now actually. Near Mansiganga there is a temple of Haridev ji, and this is the best, like the topmost object of worship in Braj. Object of worship in Braj. And Giraj Govardhan ji is serving this Haridev ji at Govardhan Braj. That's why Giraj ji is Haridas Varjay, the topmost Hari's servant. But there are so many people like that in Braj who serve Haridev ji. So why Giraj is the topmost servant? Because Giraj ji gave its body, mind, and money, everything to Haridev ji. And Giraji also kept Haridev ji in his heart. Like Hanuman ji, when he teared his chest, he showed Sita Ram Lakshman in his heart. Hanuman ji, just like that, Giraji is keeping Haridev ji in his heart and giving his everything to Haridev ji. That's why he is Haridas Varjay, the topmost servant of Sri Hari. Otherwise, in this world, those people who have their daughter, son, relatives, wife, husband, money, wealth, they are absorbed in serving all this. They all are servants of Maya Devi. If you're serving your those who are always in their family life, children, wife, business, car, business, jobs, relatives, are always absorbed in this material consciousness. Day and night they are serving just these things. They are all servant of Maya Devi. So I have come here. All side out in America, I'm seeing everyone is the servant of Maya Devi. Someone is serving their family, house, relatives, business, paying tax. This is they all are the servants of Maya Devi. Where is Giraj? The best among all servants of Sri Hari, and where these people who and these people are servants of Maya Devi. They all are the servants of Maya Devi. And those people who are not serving Maya Devi, who are not attached to these people, these topics, and are on the other side serving Bhagwan and the servants of Hari, they are Haridas. It's a simple formula actually, very simple formula. This rule does not apply to devotees only. You will think, oh, we are, we have children, we have husband, wife, we have family, we have so many things to do. Are we servants of Maya Devi? Are we Maya Das? No. This rule does not apply to you all, because even though you all have everything, but you are serving Bhagwan. Radha Gopinath, you all are serving Radha Gopinath. You do their arti, you offer bhoga to Radha Gopinath, you celebrate their festivals, and whatever money you earn through your job and business, from that money you serve Radha Gopinath. And you also give some charity to devote. I mean, you give offerings to Vaishnavas, you give money to Vaishnavas. So you are not Mayadas. Gurudev is saying like this. You are the servants of Sri Hari Bhagwan. But apart from devotees, the non-devotees, the materialistic karmi people, they are the servants of Maya. So if someone comes, hi Mayadas, what will they understand? Why are you calling them Mayadas? They will say, oh, you're giving me a nice title. Hi Mayadas. This is not wrong. This is a fact. They are serving dogs. They're serving cats. They have a different bedroom for their dogs, attached toilet, and the same toilet the dog is taking shower. They cut the hair of their dogs. They shampoo their dog. They shampoo their cat. They serve. They take their dogs and cat out, and when the dog poos, they move that poo. They are such a nice servant of that dog. Okay, apart from this, there are so many details in this. The point is, those who are attached with all these, they are the servant of Maya. Then who is actually a Haridas? Dhruv Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Ambrish Maharaj, Narad Muni, Ved Vyas Dev Ji, such and many other such devotees, they are those who gave up their everything to serve Sri Bhagwan. They are the servants of Sri Hari. But Giraj Govardhan, but no one like Giraj Govardhan. Actually, Giraj Govardhan gave its body, like his entire body, is that hill on which Krishna performed many pastimes. Dhruv Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Ambrish Maharaj, Ved Vyas Dev Ji, Narad Muni, they all are devotees, but on their body, Radha Krishna are not performing pastimes on their body. Their body is not that platform on which Radha Krishna are performing different pastimes. Has Dhruv Maharaj made that platform on his body on which Radha Krishna performed Ras Leela? But Giraji, what happens to him? Krishna is going for cow grazing on Giraji. Krishna is performing Ras Leela on Giraji. Everything is happening on the body of Giraji. Everything. So Giraji has made a beautiful platform for Radha, Krishna, and gopis and sakhas and the cows, so that they can perform their pastimes on the body of Giraji. That's why Giraji is the best among all the servants of Sri Hari. And Hari means what? What is Hari? Though steal, stealing, you know, stealing everyone's distress, that is called Hari. By his name, beauty and pastimes, Krishna steals everyone's Uh, Hari means the one who takes away, steals. Hari means the one who takes away from you. Haran. Haran means stealing. So even a monkey is called Hari, because what a monkey does, it takes away things from your hands. So Bhagwan also is called Hari, but he takes your distress, your anxieties, your depression. Krishna will steal it. And on the other side, by his name, beauty, pastimes, qualities, Krishna attracts everyone's heart, steals everyone's hearts. Krishna. That's why छीन ले हंस के सबका ये मन, सखी रे मेरो राधा रमन. It's a Cheen means stealing. This song is we sing in Braj. Shri Radha Ramanji steals everyone's heart by his beautiful smile and by his beautiful darshan. That's why he is Hari. Radha Ramanji is Hari. So Hari, so Krishna's devotee, Hari's devotees have this quality in them. So whatever qualities Krishna has, Hari has, same qualities can be seen in Hari's devotees, pure devotees. If Hari can steal your heart, mind, even the devotees have this quality. The devotees, pure devotees of Hari, can steal your heart. That's why these qualities of Hari Devji can be seen in Giriraj. That's why Giriraj is Haridas Varjay, the topmost servant of Sri Hari. Why Giriraj is Haridas? Haridas Varjay. The, the second reason is Haridev is that Hari who attracts everyone towards him. So his servant has the same quality. His servant is Giriraj Govardhan. He has the same quality. So Giriraj is also attracting, stealing everyone's mind and heart towards him. It's not an ordinary thing to be the servant of Giriraj. If I speak this, then everyone will run away. It's not an ordinary thing to become the servant of Sri Hari. Shall I tell this? You will not run away. Many people will run away. But you all are devotees. So you all will not feel any problem. You all are strong. It's not something ordinary to be the servant of Sri Hari. The first point is Krishna is saying this. I am not saying this. Sri Krishna is speaking like this. So Krishna is saying those who want to serve me, I finish this sansar. Oh Krishna is saying that those who want to serve me, I perform operation on them. Operation is removing material attachments, because if I don't do this operation, you can't do my bhajan. So for I do their service means I kill their, remove their material. Sarvanash, your family, your friend, they will comment, pass comments on you from all directions. You get different comments. People will give you different names. So you all might think Sorry, I got disconnected. So basically, Guru Maharaj mentioned that if people are discouraging you, if people are, not supporting you for bhakti, then it means that you are advancing in bhakti. Just like Draupadi, she was like helpless. No one was there to help her, but she was surrendered to Krishna, so she got protection. So if people are making fun of you that you are not eating onion garlic, you have given up so many things, do not feel bad. It just means that you are advancing in bhakti. Draupadi went to so many people, Dronacharya, Bhishma, her husbands, and then she used her hand to cover herself, but she couldn't save herself. This happens to us as well. This person will help me, that person will help me. We have so many, people, and we think that they will help us, but no one will come to help us. We have to be like Draupadi. Krishna says, okay, first you try all your options. Whatever options you have, you want to try, you use them. Try your best. I'm sitting behind. I'm there and I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you to come to me. The day you will do like this, like Draupadi, both hands up, not like this, Hare Krishna, and then but the day with mind, with your heart and mind, you completely surrender. No one can really save me. Only Krishna, you can save me. Only Gurudev, you can save me. That day, like this, Gurudev is doing like this. Krishna will come and save you. Now you are mine. Now you have become mine. That's why it was mandate for me to remove all your attachments. Either you are Maya's servant or you Krishna's servant. You can't be both together at the same time. Either you are the servant of Maya or you're the servant of Hari. Either this or that. Either Maya's servant or Hari's servant. And this is the first level of operation. If people hear this, oh, if I come in Krishna Bhakti, Krishna will finish my sansar, my material life. I don't want Krishna Bhakti. Shivji is better. He does not feel material. He does not finish material attachments. So this is the first level of the operation. Second point is, even still in that condition, that devotee does not leave me and still catch hold of me, and then what happens? Then I make him, oh, that devotee does not even get food to it. He will go here, that devotee will go here and there to get some food. This situation comes. If we hear this, we will run away. What? Even I will not get prasad to eat? Okay, people gave me slangs, people made fun of me, that's fine. But now I will not even get prasad to maintain myself. But this is the operation which Krishna will do on all of us. Gradually, our qualification, as per our qualification, Krishna performs operation upon us. In this current situation, Krishna will not operate on us because he knows we will run away. He knows we will run away. You have some desires, okay, you come to me, I'll fulfill your desire. Krishna is like that. But those who want to advance in bhakti, then this operation will happen on upon us. And third step will be, this is the most important step, tabuna chhod mora ash. Still, if that devotee does not leave me, then tabu karitar dasir das, then I make the devotee the servant of my servant. Then Krishna says, I make him the servant of my servant. If you become the servant of Sri Hari, then you become Jai Maharaj. Your glories will spread everywhere. Garlands will come to you. People will bow down to you. People will do Shashtang Pranam to you. There'll be line behind you for darshan, because now you have become that servant of Sri Hari. It's not so easy to become servant of servant. You have to pass through all these steps. Like, there's a very good video, the pilot. People think, wow, being pilot is so good. You can fly in the sky, in the plane, you can see the sunrise, you can see the sunset, and you can see the hills from the top, you can see the rivers, the ocean, so many things you can see. No doubt you can see. The pilot is not blind. He can see the beauty from all the directions. But but even flying so high, what payment he has to do, he has to give? No one sees that. What is that payment? So I saw this video, interesting video. The pilot reaches 30,000 feet high, 40,000, and the pilot can see everything from the top, the top hills, the world, the city, the countries. But the sacrifice is what? Any time the pilot has to fly 5 a.m., midnight, he has to sacrifice his sleep, go to office, and he has to read the data. The weather will be like this. He has to remember all that before every flight. And while flying, if the pilot feels sleepy, he can't sleep. He has to be alert. So even reaching so high, there is a sacrifice which he has performed. There is some sacrifice which he has been through. Without that sacrifice, he cannot reach such high. This is such a small example, material example of just one pilot. So that servant of Sri Hari, Haridas, if you become that, then people will say, oh, see, he's so famous, Haridas. Everyone is serving him, everyone is welcoming him, everyone is offering him so many aartis, donations are being given, everyone is glorifying him. But the sacrifices he has done, do we see that? So many things. He slept without, so many times he did not eat, so many times he slept on road, sometimes here, sometimes there. So many slangs he got, all attachments he gave up, all degrees he tore away, and he put it in the trash. So many people discouraged him, so many blames he got, so many people pointed towards that Haridas. He tolerated all this. No fan during summer, he tolerated it. No heater during winter, he tolerated that as well. For whom? For whom? This all we do not see. This sacrifice we do not see. What we see? Opulence of that Haridas. So reaching that stage, Krishna says, Krishna says, before I make them the servant of Sri Hari, I make them very tolerant. It's not so easy to become the servant of Sri Hari. Shri Girajis Haridas Varjoy means he's the best among all the servants of Sri Hari. How much he tolerated Giraji. We will hear that tomorrow. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.